Hey team, thanks for taking the time to join me today. Really excited to run through some new cocktail recipes. As you may have seen in the email from Katie, I put together a very special holiday cocktail menu highlighting some of the new investments we've made this year, including the Q Ginda Sour and the Après-Ski Aurora. So hopefully you'll all get some time to run through it with the family this holiday season. And for today's session, we'll do something a little different and experiment with a few new drinks with gin. And not just any gin, aviation gin. And a special shout out to Ryan Reynolds and a very close friend of the Iconic family. To start off, I'll walk you through some of the ingredients, glassware, and equipment I have with me on the table. In terms of ingredients, you'll need gin, as we talked about, lemon juice, simple syrup, egg whites, soda water, although it's kind of optional. You'll need Campari and sweet vermouth, and an orange for garnish, as well as some thyme and mint for garnish as well, if you have it. And I have a few different sets of glassware on the table, as you'll see here. Typically at home, I'll have coupe glasses, a Collins glass, and kind of a traditional old-fashioned glass. But all we'll need for today is a coupe glass and an old-fashioned, and you can really use any glassware that you have at home as well. And in terms of equipment, I'll have kind of your traditional shaker, a strainer here, and you typically need a jigger or any shot glass will also do. Our first cocktail today is a gin fizz, and it's typically served in a coupe glass, chilled. And the way I usually do that is I'll throw a few ice cubes in there, some water, and I'll let it relax while I am making the mixed drink. And in this, we're going to include a few different ingredients. It'll be 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of lemon juice, 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. We're going to use 1 egg white, and we'll garnish with thyme or mint. Optional is you can top it off with some soda water or tonic water if you have it, and serve it in a Collins glass, which is the taller one here. And what we'll do is we'll mix all of our ingredients first without ice. We'll add the ice in, and then we'll mix it again. And the reason for that is we're using egg whites in this drink, which I think we've run through before, but anytime when you're using egg whites, you wanna mix it in without ice first to make sure it's a really homogeneous mixture. Otherwise it'll stick to the ice and it won't really turn out the same and give you the same kind of fuzzy layer at the top of your drink, which is the fun part about using egg whites. A couple other cool things about this drink is there's a lot of variations. So you can add champagne and make it a French 75. You can replace the lemon with lime and make it a gimlet. You can remove the egg whites and it's basically a Tom Collins, and you can add other things to it like orange bitters or even just freshly squeezed orange juice, and add a few citrus flavors. A lot of times around the holidays, you might put some cranberry juice in there and get a little festive with it. So we'll get started. Second recipe is going to be the Negroni. So we'll serve it in an old-fashioned glass. Typically it's with 1 large ice cube, and we're gonna use equal parts gin, sweet vermouth, and Campari, and we'll use orange to garnish it. We're gonna use about 1.5 ounces of each, and one thing I'll say is it's a bit more of a polarizing drink, so sometimes it's a bit too bitter for people, but there's lots of options for sweet vermouth and even gin that you can use, and it's truly a classic. And so I'll start mixing now, and then I might slow it down in a bit before we get to the garnish, so make sure you have your lighter ready ahead of that. Now that we have our Negroni ready to go, we're gonna start thinking about the garnish. We typically use orange. You might put a slice of orange in there, or you might just put a regular peel, and we can do that now. We'll just take a small one here for now. You can kind of twist it in, and if you see up close, there will be a little bit that kind of gets into your drink, and you'll oftentimes see your bartender put that orange flavor around the rim of your drink as well, and then drop it in. But we're gonna do something else this time. So we're gonna cut just a bit of a thicker peel here. Something that we can bend and squeeze in. And what we'll do is we're going to actually warm up the orange peel with our lighter, squeeze it into the drink, and you'll see a little bit of a fling pop up, and you'll get a bit of a nice kind of smoky citrus flavor into the drink. So let's try it out. Not sure if you saw that, but there should definitely be some nice smoky citrus kind of getting in there. You can wipe that around the surroundings of the drink and drop it in. And you've got your smoky citrus flavored Negroni ready to go. So that is all we have for today. I hope everyone has a very happy holidays. Thank you, Katie, for all your help on this, and a huge cheers to the team, and see you in 2021.